A lot of you have no business in buying used stuff. The Bible said you are a royal priesthood, a holy nation. Do you know the meaning of those two statements? As believers, most people, I see them go to the stores to buy used stuff, clothes, items that they hang into their rooms without knowing where those items are coming from, without knowing who wore those items before they decided to bring it to all the stores. I don't want to call any store's name, and keep it there at a cheaper rate. And you, a believer that the Bible has called a royal priesthood, a holy nation, we walk into those stores because they are cheap, and you buy those things and you wear them on your body without knowing who wore it first. If it was a witch that wore it and brought it to the store to keep it there, you don't know the house where those items were brought. And these things become spotters in your house, and right now they are afflicting you, and you're just crying and getting angry at God and saying, this is happening, and you don't understand. The Bible made mention in the book of Acts of the Apostles, chapter 18 and 19, where he said that handkerchiefs or aprons that touch Paul's skin were carried to the sick, resulting in healing and expulsion of evil spirit. So aprons and handkerchiefs that Paul touched, people took it to the sick and people got healed from there. I don't know if you've gotten any revelation from this verse that I just read right now to you. You are as special, and you don't have no business wearing things that people have worn before. And this is not me talking down on anyone, but it's just like, if you know whose you are, you're not going to go to any store that selling you stuff and buy them and wear them on your body, or buy those things and hang them in your body. I'll tell you a story. One time, a friend gave me a dresser, a very beautiful dresser, and I brought this dresser to me. First of all, she wanted to give me that dresser. I told her no, I didn't want the dresser, but she just kept on insisting, that since she was living in Canada, it was just like a parting gift that she would give me. And after a while, I decided to accept. I accepted this dresser. I brought it into my house. I don't want to go into details of what was happening in my house, but I couldn't pray again. I became so weak because I pray in my room, and the dresser was right in my room, so I couldn't pray. I was becoming more weaker and more weaker. I go to pray and I'm sleeping, and so many things were happening in my house that I was not understanding. One of this time, by God's mercy, I went to bed, and God decided to reveal something to me. Beside my bed, I went to bed and I was sleeping. God revealed something to me as I was praying on my altar, and beside my altar was another altar, a deity, a deity, and all these gods were ordered. There was another altar beside the altar where I was praying, that I knelt down there for hours praying, and this altar was just there. This altar was just there, And I woke up that night and I told my husband, like, hey, this is just a vision I saw now. This is just a vision I saw, and we started praying that night. And the Holy Spirit gave me an instruction on what to do that night. And it didn't make sense. I was like, babe, this is what the Holy Spirit is asking us to do now. He wants us to move this, move this. At that point, I had not known that the dresser was the main altar in that house. And, after a while, by the instruction the Holy Spirit gave us, we got to know. And we took the mirror out. I don't want to go into details and all that, but at the end of the day, we took the order out. And back date, there was a time I wanted to go get that same dresser in that same place that this lady bought this dresser, and the Holy Spirit stopped me from going to that place. This is not a used place anyway. It's a brand new store, very beautiful place that people go to buy stuff. And I wanted to go there to buy a dress, and the Holy Spirit stopped me from going there. He said, you're not going there to buy it. I shouldn't go to that store to buy anything. And he showed me another store where he wanted me to go and buy stuff and get. So, you have these things in your houses, in your living room, your rooms, your parlor, and they're busy afflicting you, and you don't know. As long as that dresser was in my house, I couldn't pray. And I don't want to go into details, like I said, about what was happening in my home, but you have no business going to buy used things. People who you don't know where it's coming from, you don't know the author, you don't know who wore it, you don't know where it was coming from, and it was donated to that charity store and you went there to buy. You have no business buying used stuff. Ask the Holy Spirit. It may be like, oh my goodness, why are you asking the Holy Spirit to show you where? Please, God is interested in every details of your life. He actually wants you to ask him, where should I buy this? Where should I go to shop here? Where should I go to buy the clothes? Even the clothes. There was a particular cloth line I used to love to buy from them, but the Holy Spirit stopped me from buying clothes from that cloth line. And as I began to, I'm like, why? It's just, well, he stopped me. So you don't know what most of these items that were donated to be sold at a very affordable price, you don't know where they're coming from. And so just ask the Holy Spirit and pray over them, because you have them in your house and you're complaining and things are not going well with you. Most marriages are collapsed today because of this. They went to the stores, bought, carried things from the demonic world and kept in their home, and those things affected them. Because sometimes you ask them, why did you get divorced? They can't even give you any explanation about it. They can't give you an explanation about it. So don't just go anyhow, go anywhere and just buy things anywhere. The devil is re-strategizing, and I'm telling you, if you are not communing or speaking to God about every details of your life, then you are living life at a disadvantage. I'm telling you the gospel truth, and I hope this helps someone today. This is the Light of the Nations. My name is Jessica Gajo. God bless you. Bye bye.